The space race is heating up once again, but this time it's not just between the United States and Russia. China has emerged as a major player in space exploration, and in recent years has made significant strides in space construction. As China and the United States compete for dominance in space, the world is witnessing a new space race unfold before our eyes. In this video, we'll explore the latest developments in the space race between China and the United States, with a focus on space construction. We'll examine the key players, the technologies involved, and the implications of this new era of space exploration. Join us as we delve into the exciting world of space construction and the new space race between China and the United States. The United States and China are currently in a heated race to establish dominance in space exploration and construction. As China ramps up its efforts to build a space station and land on the moon, the United States is working on new space technologies to keep pace. In this article, we'll take a closer look at the new space race between China and the United States and explore the latest developments in space construction. China's growing space ambitions. China has been investing heavily in its space program in recent years, with a focus on building a permanent space station and eventually landing on the moon. In April 2021, China launched the first module of its space station, called Tianhe, which is expected to be completed by 2022. Once complete, the space station will be a major achievement for China and will rival the International Space Station, ISS, which is currently operated by the United States and several other countries. In addition to its space station efforts, China has also been working on a lunar exploration program, with the aim of landing humans on the moon by the 2030s. The country has already sent several robotic missions to the moon, including the Chang'e 4 mission, which landed on the far side of the moon in 2019. The United States space goals. The United States has long been a leader in space exploration, with a history of groundbreaking achievements, such as the Apollo moon landings and the Space Shuttle program. Today, the United States is focused on developing new space technologies that will enable long-term exploration of the moon and Mars. One of the key initiatives is the Artemis program, which aims to land the first woman and the next man on the moon by 2024. The program also includes plans for a sustainable human presence on the moon by 2028, with the eventual goal of sending humans to Mars. The Artemis program. The United States is also working on new space technologies, such as the Space Launch System, SLSA, and the Orion spacecraft. The SLS is designed to be the most powerful rocket ever built and will be used to launch missions to the moon and beyond. The Orion spacecraft is designed to carry astronauts to deep space destinations, such as the moon and Mars. Implications of the space race. The new space race between China and the United States has significant implications for the future of space exploration and construction. As China and the United States compete for dominance, there is a potential for increased cooperation and collaboration, as well as new opportunities for technological advancement. There are also concerns about the potential for conflict and the need for international cooperation to ensure the peaceful and responsible use of space. In addition, there are economic implications for both countries, as space exploration and construction can drive technological innovation and create new industries and jobs. One of the major implications of the new space race is the potential for increased international cooperation and collaboration. As both China and the United States invest in space exploration and construction, there may be opportunities for joint missions and sharing of resources and expertise. This could lead to new breakthroughs in space technology and discoveries that benefit all of humanity. However, there are also concerns about the potential for conflict and competition between the two countries. As China and the United States work to establish dominance in space, there is a risk of an arms race in space, similar to the nuclear arms race that occurred during the Cold War. This could lead to increased tensions and even military conflict. In addition, the economic implications of the new space race are significant. Space exploration and construction can drive technological innovation and create new industries and jobs, which can benefit both China and the United States. However, there are also significant costs associated with these efforts, and it remains to be seen how the two countries will balance the need for investment in space with other economic priorities. Another key factor in the new space race is the role of private companies, such as SpaceX and Blue Origin. These companies are working to develop new space technologies and are partnering with both China and the United States to further their goals. This could lead to new opportunities for collaboration and innovation, as well as increased competition in the private space industry. The new space race between China and the United States represents a major step forward in human exploration and could pave the way for a future of space colonization and resource utilization. However, it is important to consider the potential risks and challenges associated with these efforts, and to work towards responsible and sustainable use of space for the benefit of all. New space race between China and the United States is the different approaches each country is taking to space construction and exploration. China has made significant investments in its space program in recent years, with a focus on establishing a permanent presence on the Moon and eventually sending humans to Mars. The country has also developed a range of space technologies, including advanced rockets, spacecraft, and robotic probes. China's Chang'e lunar missions have been particularly successful, with the latest mission, Chang'e 5, bringing back samples from the Moon's surface in December 2020. Meanwhile, the United States has been working on the development of the Space Launch System, SLS, and the Orion spacecraft, which are designed to take humans back to the Moon and eventually to Mars. The SLS is currently undergoing testing, and the first crewed mission is expected to take place in the mid-2020s. In addition, private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are also making significant contributions to the development of space technologies, with a focus on reusable rockets and spacecraft that could drastically reduce the cost of space exploration. The new space race also has significant geopolitical implications, as both China and the United States see space exploration and construction as key to their global influence and competitiveness. China has made no secret of its desire to become a leading space power, while the United States sees space as a critical domain for national security and economic growth. The new space race between China and the United States is a complex and fascinating development in human history. It has the potential to drive innovation, economic growth, and scientific discovery, while also posing challenges and risks that must be carefully managed. It will be interesting to see how this competition evolves in the coming years and what new breakthroughs in space exploration and construction it may bring. China has been investing heavily in its space program, with the goal of becoming a leading space power. The country has developed a range of advanced technologies, including the Long March rocket series, the Tiangong space station, and the Chang'e lunar probes. The United States has a long history of space exploration, with NASA leading the way in space technology development. The country is currently focused on returning humans to the Moon by 2024 through the Artemis program, and eventually sending humans to Mars in the 2030s. Private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are playing an increasingly important role in space exploration and construction. These companies are developing reusable rockets and spacecraft that could significantly reduce the cost of space exploration and make it more accessible to a wider range of people. The new space race has significant geopolitical implications, as both China and the United States see space as a key domain for global influence and competitiveness. There are concerns that this competition could lead to an arms race in space or even military conflict. Space exploration and construction have the potential to drive technological innovation, create new industries and jobs, and address important global challenges like climate change and resource depletion. However, it is important to ensure that these efforts are conducted in a responsible and sustainable way to avoid negative impacts on the environment and society.